It's been an exhausting overnight with active tornado warnings, and right now Nashville is dealing with tornado warning after tornado warning after tornado warning. Let's go ahead and take a live look. This is from the airport in Nashville. Tons of rain, of course, very dark as we're still waiting for the sun to come up. So the visuals are not going to really give us a lot of information in terms of tornadoes. But you're going to see a lot of lightning off in the distance. And we have had multiple tornado warnings. Look at that last flash right before we go to live radar. A long line of severe storms that stretches from Pennsylvania all the way through Kentucky down into Tennessee. And now we're starting to see ignition for what will be the forefront of today in Texas. This is the new bud of thunderstorms that will be our issue for the rest of the day. So, I mean, you add this all up, it's over 1,000 miles of coverage. So many Americans locked up in this risk. But of course, the highest concern right now is Nashville. We have a tornado warning right on top of downtown, and this is not the first. The last several hours have been exhausting for residents of Nashville, having to move their kids, having to get into safe locations. If you're joining us this morning, I would urge you just stay in your safe spot. We got more that's coming in. It is going to be an exhausting several hours for Middle Tennessee. This latest warning is for Davidson and Williamson County. Again, this is radar indicated, so we do not have confirmations of a tornado on the ground, but there's strong rotation, and all of these supercells have been rotating in the overnight hours. Here's the timeline for this latest storm that is right on top of Nashville with that potential of producing a tornado. Moving into Martha at 4:24, Cairo at 34 after the hour, and then continuing to move off towards the north and east. Behind it, though, another storm. Behind that, another storm. You get the feel. We have a gravy train of just intense weather right over Middle Tennessee. As each of these supercells streams up from the north, they continue to twist and turn, producing that chance of a tornado. All of this that is igniting really on the border of Mississippi and Tennessee will eventually have to track through Nashville. So find that safe spot, stay there, let this ride through. It's going to be a long morning. Let's move up to West Virginia, right on the state border. We have a line of powerful storms that is showing some rotation. We're also going to see very strong straight line winds in this type of a setup. Intense rain, you're not going to have the visual, and we are going to continue to see more warnings. A tornado watch is in effect until 6 a.m. This takes you from North Mississippi through Middle Tennessee, all the way through the heart of Kentucky.
Tornado, strong tornado on the ground. If you guys are anywhere close to Lake City, take shelter immediately.
That was Fox Weather exclusive storm tracker Brandon Kopic capturing a monster. That very strong tornado rolled through Caraway, Arkansas yesterday evening. The visuals just jaw-dropping. We will see more storms this morning, just like this. Places from Mississippi through Tennessee under that tornado watch until 6 a.m., so do not let your guard down. Wow, we'll be showing that video all morning long and throughout the day here on Fox Weather. It's very rare that you get a capture of that large of a tornado, especially one that has a horizontal vortice. We'll get into these little details as we work our way through the next several hours, but just a stunning and scary example of a very dangerous and powerful tornado in Lake City, Arkansas. You can go to social media, Fox Weather, to take a look at the full video. It is just terrifying. Let's take you to the risk for today. Same hard-hit areas. Again, we have the batch of tornadoes that we are tracking this morning in Middle Tennessee, but the ignition that we are also starting to see ignite on radar in Texas, that will be the batch of storms that takes us through the remainder of today. As it moves up into these hard-hit areas that have been just having an exhausting overnight and really tough morning, we have a level 3 out of 5 alert for severe weather today. Again, lower than what we had yesterday. Today was a high risk, or yesterday was a high risk, a 5 out of 5. But we're still expecting multiple tornadoes today, and it's over the same areas. So again, this being day 2 of a very long stretch, it is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to take it day by day, warning by warning. Here's a look at the setup. We have a warm front that is pushing up from the south, and also an area of low pressure that is starting to move into the state of Texas. All of this is just adding to the dynamics. But look at the difference here between what's happening to the south of that front and what's happening to the north. We have dew points in the low 70s. That's how we measure how much moisture is in the atmosphere. It is butting up against cool, dry air that is filtering in off of the Rockies and moving into the central plains. I mean, Oklahoma Oklahoma City and Springfield, you're in the 50s today compared to the 80s across Louisiana. That's creating that clash zone. We're going to throw in some daytime heating once the sun is up, and with all the twist in the atmosphere, it is going to produce tremendous storms. The increasing wind shear this afternoon will allow these thunderstorms to rotate, which will only make it easier to produce tornadoes. Up to the north of this, large hail is going to be a concern as well as damaging winds. So unfortunately today, every mode of severe weather is on the map. Here's the largest potential for tornadoes. Again, we do have a significant chance of powerful long-lived tornadoes today.